In this series of shorts, we follow 15 ordinary people on an extraordinary journey through Africa. In the ultimate test this summer, our participants fish in the Atlantic Ocean, sleep rough in the desert, fetch their own water, and confront the harsh truths about their home country's history in this continent.
Alhamdulillah, it's been a month or so since we came back from Senegal. And what can I say? The group that went out, for some of them it was their first trip ever to a field trip, and to see what the conditions are like in a developing country.
It feels really weird to me. I don't even think I've settled back in the UK at all. Every night I sit and we're all talking in the group chat and we're all just sitting reminiscing about the times that we had there. I miss it so much. It feels weird, but I actually miss the smell. I miss the atmosphere. I miss even the flies like biting me all the time. I miss the people, and you know what I miss the most is the group and us there, and you know, like the places we went to, the orphanage. That's something I think about all the time. Like we spent an hour or two at the Empire. I wish we spent, you know, the next 3 years there if I could. Just missing those kids so much. The experiences, you know, like being out in the village, not having any like food, water, and 50-degree heat. You know, carrying about ice, rubbing it on our face to basically, you know, get away from the heat. There's no AC. You know, the drivers, the team, you know, everything. I really do miss it.
Coming back from Senegal, it's made us better people in terms of, you know, how we operate in the house. You know, we're not wasting food. We're cautious when we're using water. I find when I'm walking outside, like the other day when it was really, really hot, I had all the heavy bags, and normally I would be complaining, but I was just thinking, this is nothing. The heat here, you know, the heat in Senegal with the women carrying water on their heads and the babies on their back. So I'm more grateful and I'm more patient coming back, because I always think about people suffering there, and we have it so easy here.
And I actually feel the changes that have happened within myself. I'm more conscious now of how I use water. I'm certainly very conscious of when I actually open the tap. I only let a trickle come down, so then I can do my wudu, I can wash my face if I'm doing my toothbrush. I'm conscious that I let my wife and children know not to kind of waste any water. I think now also being in the month of Ramadan as well, I'm really conscious, and actually when I feel the pangs of hunger, it can relate to the people in Senegal who didn't go without. You know, we're fortunate that we have something to eat in the beginning of our fast and at the end of the fast, but there are people there going without food for at least 2 or 3 days.
When you come back and you sit down and you reflect and you ponder, when I'm looking through the videos and when I'm looking through the pictures, and then when you actually see exactly what you saw, then it really hit me, and I'm like, wow. And then when you're seeing like that compared with the stark contrast of your own comforts of your own home, and you just think we are so lucky. And then that just, like right now, I think that we all just have this kind of weight on us, and we just feel like, you know, we've got this burden on us now that we have to do something. Like we have to, and we feel absolutely pumped. And you know, we're not going to stop.
Alhamdulillah, we've come back, we've grown together as a group for the positive, and bonded. We've reaffirmed our commitments to the people in Senegal and various pledges, alhamdulillah, and some of them have already started to do the work. 3 of the wells that people committed while they were out in Senegal are already being built, and managed to get the pictures from them today. Beyond that, alhamdulillah, I think certainly for myself personally, I feel I need to go back to Senegal. I just love the country, and I also love the opportunity that the country has, the development opportunity to take the nation, the people forward, especially the young people out there. They've got so much potential, subhanAllah.
You know, I've been publicising Senegal. You know, I'm the face of Senegal. If anybody meets me, I start telling them about my stories and all the people that I've met, and I'm talking to my managers, and I'm trying to get my college to fund the school that I went out there. So I'm really trying to, you know, make things better for Senegal and for the people there, to make their life easy.
Myself, in terms of trying to raise money for them, I'm looking to certainly look to raise, and I'm doing a get-together of friends and family from the people of the masjid, from Kingston Masjid, from the people that I know. We're trying to get a fundraising event organised, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, so I can look to try and raise money for that.
So like now I've tried to make changes to my life that I wouldn't have normally done. So now in my bathroom I have this little wudu bottle, and every time that I do my wudu, I make sure that I fill it up, and I can assess how much water that I use, so I'm not splashing water on the walls and on the floor. And now instead of my 2-hour baths, I have 15-minute baths, and I really make sure that I don't waste the water, because I just think about those ladies in Senegal with the water on their heads, and water is such a scarce thing, it's such a scarce thing, and it's very it's absolutely priceless, and we have to really remember that all the time. And I think sometimes when we're in our homes we just completely forget, because we see like an endless kind of supply of water.
As the witch doctor said, when you leave Africa, you leave with African parents, and that's exactly how I feel. I feel there's a piece of Africa in me. And every time I look at Selfies in Africa, or I meet the group that we went with, or I hear anything about Africa, I feel a passion bubbling inside me to go back and do something.